if your security is given to you as a leverage to your being a senator, then there will be no need for them to hang around with you when you are no longer a senator. In other words, if you are no longer a president of the Senate, you cannot continue to sit in the car of the president of the Senate. I was with you in the villa the day you declared support for me, and I saw you off as a sign of respect as the outgoing Senate President. When we got to the vehicle, you just pointed out and said, "This will be withdrawn from me tomorrow. I will come to your house." After you win. so if you are telling me that, assuming I had failed that day, will that vehicle come to my house?
Well, Mr. Senate President, I don't want it to be like I'm trying to make a case, but I believe that this is a suspended senator, not someone who ceases to be a senator. It's suspension.
But without arguing with
that's
you,
my case. Yes.
Without arguing with you, let me remind you, you are a landlord in the Senate or in the National Assembly. Do you remember a senator that was called Oton Zeribe? A distinguished senator who was one of the richest people in southeastern Nigeria. And when he entered into the Senate, he carried along on his shoulders his wealth. May his soul rest in peace. When he was suspended, the Senate took steps to withdraw all his security. And when he refused to apologize to the Senate, he stayed out of the Senate for over 2.5 years until the end of that tenure. We are starting a journey now. And the journey depends on your attitude.
And your manager. Your manager did not do anything wrong. You did something wrong. There's a video you're going to watch after this. As soon as I finish that, you're going to watch this video and see and pick a lesson from there where you've wrong, and withdraw the case of your manager from court, and withdraw also Verydarkman's suing, because if not, you will not like it. You don't want to be disgraced after all this. You don't want it, because there are things you go to the presence of God to pray and ask God. And if you can pray, you can ask God for intervention. Trust me, your songs all over the world, what inspire you to sing those songs? Do you really mean those words in those songs? If you do mean it, you really mean it, like you say, like a Christ-like, I think what you're doing right now is wrong. It shows that you love money. It shows that you and money, we all love money, I understand. But your own, listen to this, 1.1 billion suing for what? Somebody that did not insult you. Someone that did not call you out for anything. You came out crying out. We people like us supported you for crying out. What's going on? What's going on? But when Verydarkman went into in-depth to look at what is going on, brought us so much evidence, we all marveled. Like, what? All you could do now, instead of debunking it or calling Verydarkman indoor, or you don't have to call him. Let your husband call him indoor and speak to him and ask him a few questions. Man to man, you will be there to say, yes, my wife is hearing everything you say. This is how it happened. This is how. Let him settle you all. Even in the scripture, before you take any case to court, you have to call for amicable, like settlements. You have to settle things indoors first. But if he refuses to, that's when you go as a child of God. Talk less, this one did not defame your character. It did not. He only spotted points of what is going on. You're going to watch a video right now. The video you're going to watch, you're going to see if you are wrong or you're right. And on this video, it's going to tell you you're completely wrong. Because I said if he's in UK, this case will be thrown out. People didn't understand why I said it. Exactly what is going on with you now is what happened in this you're going to watch. You and the so-called man, your manager, It's just the difference between your case now is that you are the female, he is the male. But on that case, he is the male is the victim. Why the manager is the victim? Why the male is the one who is saying, oh no, I'm right, you can't beat me out. 3 years contract. He was collecting contract outside already. And guess what? You just watch it and listen. By the time you finish listening to it, I believe and I pray to God Almighty, there's something inside of you that will trigger you to say, this is wrong, I have done. Lord, have mercy. And you go and pull this case out of the court and do what is right. I'm talking to you now as a sister who loves the Lord as well. I love God so much. But how do you prove you love God? You have to show good examples here on earth. Don't let nobody deceive you. All these people are telling you now or whatever indoors to say, go to court, sue him, do this, do that, do this. What are you suing for? What are you suing Verydarkman for? If I may ask. You brought out what Easy cannot bring out. Your manager, even if your manager bring it out, they'll say he's lying. Because it's a country where the truth becomes lies, where the lies becomes the truth. Sometimes we all know the truth without even going to court. You want to tell me you don't have pastors, spiritual fathers, spiritual mothers that could sit you down and say, my daughter, in this case, you're wrong? No? Listen, my dear, I'll say this to you. I'll say this to you as Christ-like. If you truly love the Lord, your manager today actually made you who you are. Outside God. God make you who you are. God gave you the voice, gave you everything. But sometimes you can have the voice and lost it along the road. Sometimes you can have it all, nobody recognize you. Sometimes you can have it all, nobody knows if you're there. But with his faith, with his belief, with his personality and everything, joining force with your own, you became worldwide sensation. You became worldwide celebrity. You became worldwide known. A gospel singer. Now, the way you're behaving now, your behavior right now, with the worldly ones, worldly secular music or whatever, what's the difference? Tell me, how many worldly songs out there? You and I hear them talk. You and I hear them. Yeah? How many sue? You and I hear so many things. How many? How many? They defame their character naturally. Okay, your own song you sang, we cannot even use. I cannot even sing it on my video. You know why? Because my video, most of your songs I sang, I played on my videos, they were all taken down. You collect revenue everywhere. How do you preach the gospel? How does your gospel go around the world? How do you use your voice to bring in people in the house? Evangelism. How do you use your voice? Is it not by singing? People hear it and, well, now if I play your song on this video right now, they'll bring my video down. You'll be collecting revenue from me. You actually collect 80% while I'm collecting 20%. So tell me, you're making money with everything. You're making money. You go to church and sing. They pay you. Look at the money we're hearing. Look at the millions. Look at the thousands of dollars we're hearing you're collecting. That's gospel. Can they invite you now to one small church, in one box church? Can they invite you to come and sing for free? Can they? You see how you guys' backside is being open. Gospel worldly ones will charge millions. Gospel will charge millions. So what's the point? And I want to ask you, in a year, how many children of God who are singing gospel do you promote every year? Number one. Number two, how do you give back to your society, to the children of God that you as well have in your care, that you're supposed to have in your care? How many school of songs, like school children, like you have this school, they'll say it's to learn songs, it's to train, it's for instruments, it's for this. How many? If Easy was not your manager, do you think you would be where you are today? God always brings people together to connect to people, to become on top of them. Why don't you think about that? how he helped you. You had the voice. Sometimes you can have the voice, you don't have the funds. Sometimes you can have everything, but you don't have the transport. Somebody can be the one to put you in their car and drive. If you have a car, enough petrol, how are you going to drive that car?
I was about to say, what was the contract? What did the contract entail? You have it?
Oh, yeah.
May I have it, please? So you agree, after she puts her time and energy into helping you transform, you agree to let the agency manage you for a minimum of 3 years, and then the agency would get 10% gross profits of everything you make during the 3 years after transitioning into a DAO, and any jobs or opportunities that's brought to the table during the length of the contract must be taken into consideration. You both signed.
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct. But the bookings were not booking. Like, she promised me this, this, and that.
That is not true, Your Honor. You know how I found out he was not. You know how I found out he was not paying me the money.
Is she asking me the question? She asking
you? No, but I saw you in a commercial and in a print.
Right, because you're looking out for me. Like, she's so worried about all these other dolls.
Hold on, I can't hear if you're both talking at the same time. The problem is in the written agreement that has been presented to this court that you say you signed, it does not state anywhere. It says everywhere that it is about gross receipts. Gross receipts means every single piece of income that you have coming in during these 3 years. It includes film, commercials, ads. It is specified that you owe her 10% of that. That is clear. You're not telling me that you were reaching out to brands and doing all of these things like, hey, you need to book me. Yeah. What you testified to is that you got so popular and you got so many followers, people were coming to you.
Right.
Well,
right.
That is all a part of what she's advertising as the transformation and what you get when you become a living DAO through her agency. So in essence, what she said she can do for you, she did. And since you're in the window of time during those 3 years, you do owe her those commissions. And while you're shaking your head no, unfortunately, the law does say yes. That is how it works. All right? It's been determined by this court, judgment for the plaintiff for $9,700. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
It sounds like you're going to continue to make a ton of money. Court is adjourned.
All right.
Senate President God'swill Akpabio make a statement that Natasha should not have any access in anything. Like, see, they did not appoint, rather they elect this person that you are talking about, just the same way they elect you. So be calming down, girl. This is not be your papa inheritance. Oh, don't come for me, because the way he's talking is as if it is someone's life is the end of the world. Whether she returned or not, she was back on of courage. Yes, hope and confidence. The girl child can look up to her. Like, I thought should be calming down. At least what you wanted has happened. Just leave this lady today a day. They under suspension till 6 months. You are not the one to say, you know, come back, you go come back. And I also want to talk about this lady, because it's 2 clips I have in this video. So the lady exposed Mercy Chinwo. I mean, see, Verydarkman should just go into this lady. She just admits to this lady, because with this lady, I think she will talk sense and give Verydarkman ways to handle this 1.1 billions lawsuit. Hey, goodness God. Some people, see, if you think that you are smart, there are someone smarter, and there are someone, if there is a word, smartest than you. Anyway, do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and turn on your post notification bell so that you will get notified each time we upload a new video. It's all about entertainment, celebrity gist. We talked about everything that happens in Nigerian, both celebrity and non-celebrity. I will talk about what the government and the president are doing for the youth. Yes, see you in my next video. While you subscribe, while you like, while you share, and while you comment.